Hello, my name is Juliet Grayson, and I'm going to talk number 60. This is part of the anger series 2, when the past walks into the room. Why does this feel bigger than what actually happened? So this is part of a series. Number 1 was the anger is not the enemy. This is number 2, when the past walks into the room. Number 3 is when anger becomes rage. Number 4 is the volcano and the iceberg. Number 5 is the hidden anger, and number 6 is finding your voice. In the last talk, we explored the idea that anger is not the enemy. Healthy anger has a purpose. It helps us to recognize what matters. It allows us to set boundaries, speak our truth, and protect what's important to us. But sometimes something happens in a relationship and our reaction feels much bigger than the situation itself. Maybe your partner forgets to send a message or something and we feel completely abandoned. Someone disagrees with us and we feel attacked. Someone asks for some space and it feels like a rejection. The question is not whether the feeling is real. It is. The question is, why does this feel so much bigger than what happened? Sometimes it's because the moment has touched something from the past. I call that a blast from the past, a term I learned from my friend and fellow Pesa Boyden trainer, Sandy Cotter. The reality is that we don't enter the relationships as blank pages. We bring our history with us. We bring our experiences of being loved or ignored, understood or criticized, comforted or dismissed. And sometimes a small event today connects with a much older emotional memory. A partner arriving home late may not simply feel like lateness. It may touch the deeper feeling, I'm not important. A partner interrupting us may not simply feel irritating. It may connect with, my voice doesn't matter. A partner becoming quiet during conflict might not simply feel like them needing time. It might awaken, I'm being abandoned. The present is real, but it may carry the emotional weight of earlier experiences. I worked with a couple where the husband frequently arrived home late from work, and his wife became increasingly upset each time it happened. He felt confused and frustrated because, from his perspective, he was working hard for the family. As we explored what was happening, they discovered that her reaction was connected to a much older experience of feeling that she came second. Growing up, she'd often felt overlooked and unimportant, and his lateness was not creating that wound, it was touching it. Once they understood that, something shifted. He no longer only heard criticism, he began to hear the pain underneath it. And she began to see that his lateness was not necessarily a statement about her value. And this is one of the great challenges in relationships. Our partner sees the behavior, they don't always see the history behind it. And when we understand the history, it makes all the difference. But if they only hear the anger, they may not hear the fear beneath it. If they experience the withdrawal, they may not see the overwhelm that lies underneath it. So this is why therapy can be so powerful. The aim is not simply to change behavior on the surface, it's to understand where our reaction comes from and to create new possibilities. And it's one of the reasons I believe that Pesa Boyden can be such a valuable therapy for this kind of work. PBSB works with the way earlier experiences are held, not only in our thoughts, but in our bodies and in our emotional patterns. And it helps people to meet and explore unmet developmental needs and create new experiences that can soften the impact of the past on the present. Because we're not just reacting to what's happening now, we're reacting to what this moment reminds us of. The goal is not to blame our past, nor is it to blame our partner. The goal is to become curious. What belongs to today? What belongs to yesterday? What old pain has been activated here? Because when we can separate the present from the past, we gain freedom. We can choose how we respond, rather than being pulled automatically and unconsciously into old patterns. And this brings us to the next question. What happens when emotions become so overwhelming that we can no longer stay connected to ourselves or to each other? And that's what we'll explore, the difference between anger and rage, in the next talk number 61. Please tell others about these talks and support us on Facebook. Our Facebook handle is @therapy&counselling. And if you have time to leave feedback, please do. https://bit.ly/Juliet Muses. Thank you.